Hey guys, welcome back to the Laker family. That clap is for the Lakers. They came out and did an outstanding job, wonderful job tonight. That is exactly what I'm looking for from the Los Angeles Lakers. Game one of the third round against the Denver Nuggets. The Lakers just demolished them, just completely wiped them off the floor. I'm so happy because this is the type of effort I wanted to see in a game one versus what we hadn't seen the previous rounds. Game one, we've kind of come out flat, especially after having a long layoff. So I was very interested to see how the Lakers would respond this time around in the game one. And boy, did they ever impress. They did not let me down. I'm talking about for all phases of the game, they were just completely dominant and showed the Denver Nuggets that they were just basically, bless you, they were basically dealing with a whole nother animal. We are not the Clippers. Oh, and don't get me started on the Clippers case. I didn't get a chance to do a bashing Clipper video, but they deserved everything that came their way, and they got a storm of people just bashing them. Even Clipper fans bashing them. They're secretly trying to switch jerseys now and jump back on the Laker bandwagon. But they just got put back to the basement, like where they belong. They just need to relocate, get up out of Los Angeles, because they just basically embarrassed themselves. And it's a shame. It's a shame. And in front of the whole LA. Well, it's in the bubble, but whole LA faithful, we're just very ashamed to have you in Los Angeles as a team. So just pack up and go somewhere else, please. But back to this game, I was very confident with the Lakers in this series. Not to disrespect the Denver Nuggets, because they are a great team. But they don't match up well against us. We actually have the weapons available to make life miserable for Jokic, whereas the Clippers did not. They had the fake dogs. We have the actual real dogs that knows how to kind of get up under Jokic's skin. And my gut told me before this game, I said Dwight Howard is going to have a great impact, not only on this game, but in this series, because of the couple of matchups that we had in the regular season. Dwight Howard gave Jokic fits. Him and Anthony Davis really gave Jokic fits. McGee here and there looked okay, but for the most part, Dwight Howard always gave Jokic fits when we played against them. Anthony Davis as well on the offensive end. Jokic, whenever Jokic had to guard Anthony Davis, he just got destroyed. Just got completely destroyed because he's not fleet of foot enough. So I just knew because of that matchup alone that would cause a lot of problems for the Denver Nuggets. And it happened. Dwight Howard went out, and to me, he deserves the game ball because he just completely painted the game for us in a great way, as far as big man of the paint, owning the paint. I'm talking about owning the boards. He owned a psychological battle with Jokic, got him frustrated, even drew a couple of offensive fouls on Jokic. Jokic started trying to get these bailout calls, grabbing Dwight's arm, and the refs weren't having it. Maybe in the regular season you could have got that call, but playoffs, the referees are more than likely going to let teams play. So Jokic, you gotta just man up. You can't just depend on referees when you get into bad spots like that. But I just felt like Dwight Howard was just had the man mentally, this game owned him. That savvy, that veteran presence he gave us. Even on pick and roll switches, he was even guarding the opposing guards well whenever he had to end up being switched on a guard. He was thinking the game. It looked like he was ready and wanting to play so bad after having to sit that whole Rocket series. And it showed, man. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of Dwight Howard, man. He has been truly a revelation on this team. Just look at the stat line for him. 4 or 5 from the field. Made 5 of 8 from the free throw line. That is great for Dwight Howard. That is great. He was a plus 14 on the floor. 2 blocks, 2 steals. I'm talking about doing it all. He just changed the complexity of the game. The first quarter, I want to say it was like nip and tuck. It was kind of like both teams were trying to fill each other out. But second quarter, Dwight got in there, man. Just changed the whole complex of the game, man. Jokic ended up in foul trouble. So I want to pump the brakes for us, getting too hyped because the opposing stars like Jokic and Murray, they both got in early foul trouble, and they had to sit most of the second quarter. Now, you didn't fall asleep on me, Gersh? Well, guess I got to finish the video without her. But that was key because we don't know. We're not going to play too many games where both of their star players are in foul trouble like that. So even though that happened, I still want to give us credit too for still taking this game, grabbing it by the horn, and still putting our foot on their neck. There was a little stretch there where they we expanded on the lead, but then they kind of cut it back down to 8. But a couple of plays here and there, we got it right back on track. And on top of that, we didn't get this explosive scoring type of game from LeBron James. So, yeah, we kind of got off a little bit with Jokic and Murray being in foul trouble, but you can still say the same for the Nuggets, that they got off a little bit, that LeBron James didn't go nuclear. So both teams can kind of go into game 2 with those bulletin points there. The Nuggets can kind of feel a little good about themselves going into game 2, saying, well, if we can stay out of foul trouble, we can make this a game. Lakers can go into game 2 and say, well, if LeBron James goes nuclear, they really don't have a chance. So you can kind of look at it from both perspectives there. So game 2 is going to be really critical, in my opinion, as far as how long of a series this will be. I was really predicting 5, but if we go out and get game 2, it should be a sweep at that point. And because of what the Nuggets have done in the first 2 rounds, with coming back from down 3-1, the Lakers are going to be on high alert, and they more than likely would not let that happen because their antennas are up and they know what the Denver Nuggets are capable of. So I feel like if the Lakers get up two games on them, they're not going to play with their food. They're going to just go ahead and wipe them out so we can, just punch our ticket to the finals and be waiting on whoever comes out of the East, whether that's the Heat or Boston. Anthony Davis, monster game. Just completely outclassed Jokic. Completely outclassed him. Now, granted, Jokic didn't hold him for the whole game, and for a large portion of the game, Jokic had to sit. But still, that has to do more with Anthony Davis. Now, they're taking it to him. They're making him play. Defend, and so you can't have defend against Anthony Davis. He's going to get you in foul trouble, or if you're too fleet of foot, he's just going to cook you. So that's what kind of happened to Jokic tonight. Anthony Davis ended up with 37 points, 12 of 15 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds. I'm talking about just doing 4 assists, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, in just 33 minutes. So imagine if he had to go 40 minutes. What his stat line would have been. Monster game. And I kid you not, this guy is really already in the Tim Duncan class, and possibly uh, a better player, but he just has to have the hardware to go with it. So he gets a couple of those rings under his belt, he will be mentioned as either tied with Tim Duncan or better than Tim Duncan when it's all said and done. And that's just fact. You can book that. He just has to get the hardware to show for it. Caldwell Pope, great game. He's continuing to impress in this playoff, in this bubble playoff run. 18 points, 3 of 5 from the three-point range, 6 of 10 from the field. Great game from Caldwell Pope. Danny Green, 8 points in 23 minutes. Played good spotty defense here and there, but it was enough. It was enough to, give us enough scoring punch. Morris is who I'm really impressed with as well. Him and Caldwell Pope, as far as contributing role players, they've been very consistent in the playoffs. And Morris, his whole stat lines has risen from the regular season bubble to playoff bubble. It's been amazing. It's been remarkable. He's been knocking down clutch threes, 3 or 4 from the three-point line, 9 points. Great. If Morris keeps this up, the sky's the limit. Kyle Kuzma chipped in with 11 points in 24 minutes. I feel like he deserves a little bit more minutes at this point because he's defending, he's cutting, slashing, getting out on a break, getting rebounds. He's doing it all. So I'm not sure what he has to do to kind of earn a little bit more minutes there, but he's making the most of the minutes that he's given. So kudos to Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo, what a wizard out there. It's so nice. And I told y'all when we was kind of struggling in the regular season bubble, I said we're missing that second playmaker out there to give LeBron James some less time off the ball. And it was kind of draining LeBron having to take on all the playmaking duties. But ever since Rondo came back in the playoffs, it's like we've been devastating against teams. They can't stop our first unit. They can't stop our second unit. As long as we have either LeBron James or Rajon Rondo spearheading the point. And that connection with Rondo and Anthony Davis is just something else to behold. They cannot hold that tandem. They don't even know when Anthony Davis is going for a spin lob or he's going to come up for a quick pick and roll and a dish from Rondo to the goal as he dives to the goal. They don't know what's coming when those two pick and roll. And I love it. I love it. So, great all-around performance for the Lakers. This is exactly what I wanted to see, and what I want to see going forward. They kept the Denver Nuggets duo in check. They had 21 points apiece with Murray and Jokic. But get this, the rest of their squad was kind of quiet. Porter got 14, but most of those came in garbage time. But the rest of the team, look at this. Millsap 5, Grant 9, Harris 5, Plumlee 9. Nobody else got over 10 points. That's what you want against that team. You don't want, when this team is at their best, Jokic having like 12 assists, 20 points, whatever it is, and the rest of the guys end up with like 13, 14 among them all because they're running the gun and cutting, getting open. That's when they're at their best. But I felt like we did a great job sticking to cutters and not giving Jokic no outlet options. We did a phenomenal job defensively tonight. That's also kudos to the coaching staff as well. So I think I covered the bulk of everything. And thank y'all for tuning in and watching. I'll be back with y'all after Sunday's matchup, Game 2, for that recap. And if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so to support your boy. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.